Good morning. It's a cold one. It's 32 degrees out here. I'm on my way right now to that box bin yard sale, and hopefully we can get in there and get some good stuff. I'll let you know what we got in a couple minutes. All right, I'm back from that box bin yard sale, and I got some more really cool stuff. Let me show you. Then I'll give you my final price that I paid for it at the end. They still had that bin there with like a lot of vintage shirts, but I think there was maybe 3 or 4 vintage shirts in there, and they were in bad shape. And there was a bunch of new clothes piled on top, but I still went through, and this isn't really vintage, but I think someone would buy it. It's from 2000 and, what was it? 2007, I think? Yeah, 2007. This is Monster Mash. Cry Like. It was some kind of national conference for something. But that's not the big thing I got. Let me pull these over here and show you what I got. Holy moly. The first thing I got, though, was this Garrett calculator. This old Garrett calculator. I didn't see any comps at all for it. I've got to wipe it down, get it all looking nice and clean. But it definitely is old. So I should be able to maybe sell that for 25, 30 bucks. See what happens. And then I found I had one of these bottles last time I was there, the time before they had a bunch of these and I didn't pick them up, and some of them go for okay money, so I'll try sell this. I don't know how much it's going to go for. I'll save the best for last, though. I did get a bunch of VHS tapes, nothing super crazy, but there you go. There's a lot of people's favorite Charlie Brown movie besides the Christmas one. So we got that. A Muppet Babies VHS. Some weird country reminisce hitch. Still sealed. I have no clue what this is, but I'm going to put it on there and sell it. I'll sell it for 10 bucks. I don't know. I might keep this one, though. This is a good one. Omega Man. That's one of my favorites. And this is Fall 99 Eruption Update. This is like a needle in a haystack type of movie. There's collectors out there that collect these type of like weird movies. So there's the Punisher. And Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. And the next thing I got was, let's see if I can pull this. It's kind of heavy. I've got to comp the price on this, but this is from 2000 or 1999. And it's a Logitech cordless Freedom. So hopefully that'll go. It's heavy. Hopefully that'll go for 30, 35 bucks, maybe more. I don't know. Some of those do go for a lot of money. So I got those, and I got my favorite thing that I picked up was all these PlayStation games. They were sitting on the table. They're kind of dusty, but the insides are really good. But look, I got this one. I got this one. The Dino Crisis. I got Tomb Raider. Resident Evil Survivor. The back of that looks pretty rough, so I'm going to have to change that case out. Resident Evil 2. And Tomb Raider 3. So the grand total on all these today was $5. So had a good time. Found some more cool stuff. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll see you later. Good morning and welcome to another day at MicJamFam Flippers. It's Tuesday. I'm heading over to a thrift store that I go to every once in a while. There's about 4 of them in my area, and usually I'm at Goodwill every day, except for maybe Sundays, unless I sneak over there. But other than that, I'm going over here today just to see what they have. I try to go over there once a week because it's usually the same stuff. So I don't want to stop in there every day and see the same stuff over and over again because they don't really fill it as much. But when I do go every once in a while, they have some pretty good stuff. That's why I try to do it weekly, sometimes bi-weekly. But I'm going to get in there today. It's a nice day out, and let's see what we can find. All right, I'm finished up in there. I got some really good stuff today. First thing I want to show you is I got this Coogie. Always kind of keep your eye out on a Coogie, any type of Coogie shorts, shirt, because some of them do go for pretty good money. This one was in the women's section, but I really do believe that it's a men's polo shirt. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but I want to classify it under men's. Anyway, this is I believe I paid $4.99 for it, but it's a 3XL, and it's really colorful. And the last Coogie shorts that I had, I sold for $35. I remember picking them up in a Southern Florida Goodwill store, but I had a couple shirts before that I sold for 15 bucks, so I might be able to get 15, 20 out of this. And the second thing I got, which is actually a BOLO item now, I never knew anything about, so keep your eye out for these. This Acura Navigation Center DVD set. Now, there's 2 DVDs inside, and I looked them up. There's a green, I think there's a red, and I guess this is all like update DVDs. But these sell for anywhere from 35 to 50 bucks used. So I definitely made out pretty good on this. I got this for 99 cents, so not a really bad BOLO at all. So like I said, keep your eye out for those. Then I did get a bunch of books also. I wouldn't say a bunch, but I got a lot of like horror related novels. And here's one called Dark Tyrants. That was going for like 10 bucks. And I got a Dracula novel for myself because I collect Dracula novels. Just different cover arts and everything, but someone actually put little tabs and notes in there, so that should be interesting, because I'm more interested in reading what they wrote, because I've already read the book, but I'm more interested in reading what they wrote than the novel right now. Ravenloft. Now this is a steady $15 seller right here, so this one I'll probably sell. Anytime you find Ravenloft books, they do good for okay money. So this Beast Within, and I didn't see anything price-wise for it, so I might lot it up with a couple of these books. The World of Darkness Werewolf. I haven't looked at that price yet, but they were all like sitting right next to each other, so I just grabbed them all. Blood War, I've got to look that up. So I mean, 99 cents. I'm not gonna lose much money. And then I actually picked this up to price it, and I got sidetracked with that Acura thing, and I forgot I had it in my hand. So I don't know if I really wanted this novel because I didn't comp it, but it says limited edition, so if not, I mean, it was 99 cents, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm gonna go into this Goodwill store that I go into a little bit earlier today and have a look around in there and see what they have, and I'll let you know as soon as I get out of there what I found. Happy Wednesday. Today I'm going to the usual spot, and tomorrow is that bin sale, the quarter bin sale, but it's not the usual quarter bin sale. I think I was saying earlier in the week that it's going to be nothing but clothes, so hopefully they have a lot of vintage clothes like they have in the past. That'd be fantastic. I guess he said in the text message there's going to be a lot of clothing for adults, children, etc. So I'm going to spend a little time there tomorrow, hopefully with weather permitting. It's been raining here today. Yesterday I didn't take my camera to this thrift store that I went to, and I should have, because I found 2 great shirts there. One of them was a Pataloha shirt, Pataloha 1995, and it had a bunch of fish all over it. So I was thinking, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it, take it home, because I'm pretty sure that that label sells good. I'm glad I did. It was $2, and that shirt specifically sold on eBay from anywhere from $150 to $175 for this Hawaiian shirt. And like, one of my best friends was like, who pays $175 or $150 for a Hawaiian shirt? But there's a lot of people out there that pay a lot of money for shirts. So anyway, I'm gonna get into a little bit about that in my BOLO this week, the Pataloha label. And also I found a vintage Tommy Hilfiger polo. It was all blue, red collar with stars all over it, and that's going for like 35 on eBay, but it hasn't sold, so paying $2 for it, I'll probably list it for 20 or 25, hopefully make some decent money off it. But anyway, I'm gonna head over to Goodwill, have a look in there. Hopefully we'll find some stuff today, and I'll report back on it after this. And if not, then look forward to tomorrow's bin sale, and I'll post about that. So let's see what we can get into. Finished up my Goodwill trip, and I grabbed a couple things. Let me show you real fast. The first thing I grabbed was this. I'm pretty sure it's vintage. It is a, let's see, what was it? Oh, Busch Gardens Extinction is Forever Tampa Bay, Florida shirt with tigers on it. So while I was in there comping the prices on these, any of the Extinction is Forever shirts were selling for 25 to 30 bucks. So they didn't have the tiger listed, but they had a gorilla and a couple other species that were endangered of going extinct. So I should be able to make at least 15, 20 bucks off of that. And then the other thing I did grab today was this giant bag of toys. And it's got all kinds of stuff in here. I think I paid $3.99 for this, but I mean, it has, looks like it has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all kinds of other things, anything from like dragons. There I see it's either Bebop or Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All kinds of plastic little animals. I'll probably just like sort those and part them out to my kids because they collect some of their things. But the rest of them I've got to look up. There's all kinds of different things in here. So I'll be busy playing with that. But that was pretty much it today. I snuck over to a thrift store across the street from there, and the only thing I found there was a mouse for a computer, and that was $2. It's one of those that lights up, not a razor, but it's like an off-brand that lights up like a razor. But it wasn't worth posting because I'll probably just give that to one of my kids for their computers or their laptop. But other than that, that was it for today. Looking forward to tomorrow, that bin sale, and we'll get into that tomorrow and see what we can find. But that's it. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. Today's box bin thing got rained out, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna head up to this Goodwill and see what they have in there. Spend a little time in there. They're thinking about having it tomorrow. I'm not sure if they do. Maybe I'll check it out, but it's supposed to rain again tomorrow, so I really don't foresee them having it tomorrow either. So maybe they'll have it Saturday, I'm not sure. But they did post some info on some of their stuff, but I didn't see anything vintage on their listings. It was all like newer stuff, Under Armour and a few other things, which isn't bad. I mean, they said some of the stuff comes with tags, and for $1 each, you can't go wrong. But I'm just worried that it's going to end up rained out, and it's not going to happen. But I was hoping for more vintage stuff, but no biggie. I mean, newer stuff still sells with tags. But let's go ahead and get into this Goodwill and see what we can find. Well, there wasn't too much in there. I found a couple of Peter Millar shirts in there, and they weren't too bad. I actually had one in my hand. It was a pullover with a quarter zip. But I don't know. I think it had a stain. It was hard to tell. It looked like it had a stain, but under a brighter light in there, it didn't look like it had a stain. So I don't know. I wasn't really in the mood today to mess around looking at stains and not stains. I looked through some of the shirts. They really didn't have much, but they did have this Raffi, I don't know how you say it, but I'm going to say it that way. Sweater with tags. And this is 100% wool. So I got that, and I just noticed this little snag, which I'm going to have to, probably can cut that. It's really not bad at all. But anyway, yeah. That's what I say sometimes about these Goodwill stores. They're always fun to go into, and I will look at a shirt 1,000 times over and check it. And I can swear when I get out to the car, to the house, there's a little stain. I'm like, come on. But it happens from time to time. But I just have to laugh about it because it always seems to happen when I go to this Goodwill store because the lighting isn't as bright as some of the other Goodwill stores. So, but that right there would be a quick fix. But anyway, back to what I was saying. This was 100% wool and with tags. And when I comped it, they were selling for 35 bucks brand new. So I might put like new with tags and sell it for, I don't know, 20, 25 with shipping. or shipping not included. So maybe I'll make about 15-20 bucks off of it. If that Peter Millar's in there tomorrow, I'll probably grab it. Well, I know I can make at least 20 off of that. They did have a Tommy Hilfiger zip that was all red, but I didn't get a chance to comp it. And it's been in there 3 or 4 days, so if it's in there tomorrow, I'll comp it and look at it. I was just kind of in a hurry today. I didn't want to get caught up in this rain. I got some other stuff to do, and I got to get prepared for taxes because I've got to turn in my taxes tomorrow. So a lot going on with that. So excited to see how much profit I made this year. Anyway, that's all for today. We'll see you later. Good morning. I'm on my way over to that box bin yard sale where they're actually doing the clothes this week. It's just strictly clothes. They open at 8 today, so I had to drop my kids off. Usually they're open at like 7, so I'm always right there, right when the gates open. So hopefully they still have some good stuff. It's about half an hour later. And like I said, it's all clothes. I don't think it's vintage clothes from what they listed, but still a quarter each. Even if it's new tags, I can still make good profit off of it. I think they have shoes there also. So let's go ahead and get into this and see what we can find. All right, I'm back from that clothes box bin yard sale. I did get a few things. Let me show you what I picked up. This was, now they're all 25 cents. So this was a Tommy Hilfiger, I guess the women's, I don't know if it's the blazer or jacket, I'm not sure. But anyway, that was 25 cents. I did also grab this. This is one of the first things I saw there. And European football clubs, a lot of the merchandise, it does sell, especially Manchester United, anything like that. They consider them like the New York Yankees of the football clubs over in Europe. But sorry, this one is called Kaiser Lautern. It's a German football club, and that was a quarter. So I comped that when I got as soon as I got back in the car, and they sell for like $15 to $25. So hey, you know, I make a little bit of money off of it. And then the last thing I picked up, because a lot of the clothes there today were like kind of George or Foundry, nothing I really wanted to pick up, just kind of like average name brand stuff. So, but this was a Tommy Hilfiger polo, and it's in great condition. I mean, there's no stains, nothing on it. So I'm gonna put that on for like 25, and hopefully I make 10, 15 off of it. But that was it for can't even think right now. That was it for the clothing sale. Maybe tomorrow I'll sneak over and see what else they have. But that's it. We'll see you later. All right, I'm back. I wasn't going to post any more today because today was the day that I went to that yard sale with all the clothing and everything. But I did sneak over to Goodwill, and I found a few things in there I want to show you real fast. And anytime I find these, I always pick them up. But they're far and few in between finding, especially in this area. And that's the Masters Collection shirt. And you can always tell by the little, where's it at? Come here, you. There you go. That little symbol right there. And this is an extra large. I comped this, and the comp for this went for anywhere from 25 to 30. So, and that was pre-owned. So hopefully I'll get 15 bucks out of it. Usually that's what I try to shoot for with these shirts. 15, 20 bucks, at least $10. Here's another shirt that I got. Well, let me show you this first. This was a Vineyard Vines polo, which was size, I believe this was extra large also. And this is another one that's probably gonna make me 15 bucks, easily 15 bucks. So, of course, the little logo right here. So that's probably going to get listed for $25, hopefully. And I should make, instead, 15, 20 bucks off of that. Those type of polos, Vineyard Vines, the Masters, any of those type of polos, whenever I get them, they sell. They don't sell super quick, but they will sell. They will sell within week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. But you're almost it's almost kind of like a bread and butter item. It sells pretty good for me when I do pick them up. So and the other thing that I got was this 2009 tour shirt. Now this is a size medium, which I hate selling mediums because they don't sell as fast. But you kind of throw that out the window when it comes to tour shirts, because the tour shirts for me, if I sell them on Mercari, they seem to sell faster, even if they're a medium, because you're not only looking at men, you're looking at women who wear size medium men's shirts. You get a lot of that. A lot of the men's small shirts, medium, large shirts, the women will buy for themselves. The men seem to gravitate towards the, you know, like the large, extra large, double X shirts. And when it comes to the tour shirts, so those sell pretty good for me on eBay. But on Mercari, the that tool tour shirt should sell probably 15-20 bucks. I did some comps for it and they're kind of all over the place, but there wasn't anything really below $10, and that was a $3 shirt. So I'm hoping to make at least, I don't know, let's say $15. Usually with these type of shirts or any of those other polos, I try to keep it around $15 or $20 profit, because I don't want to sell them for too much because they're not going to sell, and I just kind of set them at the right price where I know people will buy them and I'll still make a decent profit off of them. But I saw a lot of Tommy Bahama shirts in there, but nothing worth getting. Every time I sell those Tommy Bahama shirts, it's the ones with the big embroidered logos on the front or the back. Those are the ones that sell good for me. I think about a year ago, I picked up like 3 or 4 of them at a thrift store for $2, and I sold each one for $35. People look for those. They like that type of Tommy Bahama shirt, because this store has Tommy Bahama shirts all day long, and I'm not going to pick them up because I know they're not going to sell unless they have those, like I said, embroidered logos on them. But that's it for today, and that's probably it for this week. So tomorrow it's going to rain just like it is today. I was kind of hoping to sneak down to that yard sale they had today with the clothing, because they were talking about having it again tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm not sure with the rain coming and everything. It might get canceled, and I might not be up for it. But anyway, that's all for today. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time.
This week's
Okay, so this week's BOLO I want to go over is that Pat Aloha shirt that I found at a thrift store for $2. I didn't know anything about Pat Aloha at first. I was kind of weary about picking it up because it had those 2 little sleeves, the buttons on the sleeves that were kind of frayed. But I'm so happy I picked it up, because when I got home and checked the prices, it was insane. Let me just give you an idea of what these go for. And it seems like the Hawaiian fish shirts go for a lot more than the regular ones. So my Pat Aloha 1995 shirt is the same as this one right here. That one sold for $109. There was 7 bids on that, and there's others. It seems like I said the fish sell a lot more than the tropical like tree shirts. But even then, here's one. It was a tropical tree shirt that sold for $75. If we go a little bit further down, you'll see some of this one right here sold for, actually that's a Patagonia. This is a regular Patagonia. This right here, this tropical leaf sold for $75. This one right here, which kind of shocked me because size small does not sell well for me. It will sit for a while. But here's a size small pink birds of prey, birds of prey. You know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the DC movie. But the pink birds of paradise shirt that sold for $250. So that was a really good sale right there. And if we go a little bit further down, here's a best offer on this trout shirt for $269. And if you're ever wondering what the Pat Aloha logo looks like, this is what it looks like. It reminds me of the Patagonia logo, but of course it says Pat Aloha. So if you're looking at shirts and you happen to notice and think it's a Patagonia, definitely double check. First off, I would buy the Patagonia to begin with, but if you find this is even better. But this one right here, this fly fishing pattern, sold for $149. Here's another shirt that it's the same shirt I have. This one sold for $154. And if we go a little bit further down, this one sold with a best offer on this rainbow trout shirt for $149. Another one over here, this one sold for $79.99. And if we go just a little bit further down, like I said, these other shirts, they average between $40 and $250. It seems like the lower end shirts are kind of like the plain Hawaiian shirts that don't really pop like a lot of these other shirts or fishing type shirts do. And here's another one. This is a size medium fly fishing shirt that sold for $139. Now this one right here, I really like this one, and it only sold for $26, and that was a size large. And the last couple I want to show you is, here's one with Cuban pockets. This was hemp blend that sold for $68.99, and this other one over here that sold for $65. So definitely keep your eye out for any type of Patagonia, Pataloha shirts, as if you can find them cheap, you will make some good money on them. As I showed you here, there's a lot of good shirts, especially the fishing type, that will sell for decent money. So good luck out there, and that's the end of this week's BOLO. This week I'm going to go over some stuff that sold on eBay. The first item I sold was this Metro Life is a Negotiation t-shirt. It was a 1997 movie with Michael Rappaport and Eddie Murphy. This is one of them shirts that I got from them quarter bins at one of the yard sales. I found a whole bunch of vintage shirts that day, and this one sold for $20.50. This next item up is a set of Giallo novels. Giallo meaning yellow in Italian. They're basically murder mystery novels, and each book was in Italian, and I believe I paid 25 cents for each one, and I ended up with probably about 10 or 12 of them. I saved a couple for myself, and the rest I ended up selling. This item sold very well for me. I picked it up at that quarter bin yard sale along with some other PlayStation 1 games. This one, Dino Crisis, came with a demo disc for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I ended up selling it for $40, and like I said, it sold quickly, so I was very happy with the outcome. I was really happy about the sale of this item. I picked it up extremely cheap, and it sold really fast. I sold it for $39.99, and the shipping was free on it, but I put it in a flat rate mailer, and I still made some good money off of it. This next one, there's kind of a funny story behind this. I had listed it on 3 different platforms. I also had put it on Facebook Marketplace. On Facebook Marketplace, there was 4 or 5 people who asked, is it available? And then ghosted me, just like a lot of people get sometimes on Facebook. But I completely forgot that it had not relisted on eBay after several weeks. So while I was checking some of my eBay sales, I was like, oh, I forgot to relist this. So I went ahead and relisted it. And within 2 hours, someone actually bought it for $40. I believe I paid like $6 or $7 for the WrestleMania set. And the other 2 tapes were like a quarter each. So I made some decent money off of this. Those vintage shirts that I picked up for a quarter are starting to sell. This one sold for $22. It was the KLOL 101 Houston 8th Annual 1992 Blood Drive shirt. And the shirt following this also sold. And I actually had the same buyer buy both shirts and was interested in a third shirt in a later auction. So stay tuned for that. But I was really happy with the sales on these shirts. This was the second shirt in that 2-shirt lot that I had mentioned that someone had purchased from me. This one sold for $14.99, and as I said before, both of these shirts were only a quarter each, so I was definitely happy with the sales on these. Keep your eye out for this next item. It was a PS3 assault rifle controller. I've only seen one in my area in the past 3 or 4 years, and when I did the comps on it, like I said, it was selling for $55, and I made probably about $35 off of this. I always keep my eye out for any type of Peter Millar men's shirts or pullovers. This one I believe I paid $4.99 for, sold for $25, so I probably made about $15, $17 profit off of it. This was that Panasonic boombox that I picked up cheap. I remember when it first came out of Goodwill, it was almost $50, and then they had lowered the price a day or 2 later, so I grabbed it. But always keep an eye out on the fast forward and rewind buttons on these and make sure that they work. One of the guys that I had talked to and actually ended up purchasing from me says that he collects these and he's gotten a lot of them that will not fast forward or rewind. So if you're in a store where you can plug it in, just make sure that
both of those work, because it will definitely raise the value of these things. This item I got out of that package of toys at Goodwill for $3.99. It had a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys from 2013-14, and I had listed a bunch of them, and this one was the first one to sell for $12.99. You could put it in a bubble mailer, wrap it nicely in bubble wrap, and still probably make about $7 or $8 profit on this. This last item that I sold this past week was from my personal collection. I've been collecting Laserdiscs for years. I probably have about over 200 of them stacked up. This one was called Pulgasari. It was basically I believe it was a Korean kaiju movie, and this was on Japanese Laserdisc with no subtitles, but the person who won it from me was actually very happy because they were searching for this Laserdisc for a long time. If I remember, I believe I bought this back in the 90s for 25 bucks. So I made a pretty good profit off of it, and actually was happy that this person was happy to find it. Well, I was really excited this week with some of the stuff that I found. That Pataloha shirt was probably my top 1 or 2 things I found this week. The Panasonic boombox, probably the other thing that I found that I really liked a lot. And I was glad that it was in good working condition and that it sold fast. Those PlayStation 1 games, finding those were really cool too at a cheap price. Those box bins are always find good stuff there. So we'll probably do it again next week. They're having another one next week, and I can't wait to show you guys what I found or what I will find. And stay tuned for that. So if you did like this episode, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.